FPL Game Week 18 transfer plans and team selection. Last game week I took a hit for someone that scored a hat-trick, so it worked out quite well. But we have another issue to deal with, as SAKA, one of the most highly owned assets in the game, got injured. So in today's video we'll be going through my SAKA replacement that I've already confirmed, my team selection for Game Week 18, the captaincy, and also some transfer plans going forward. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe, and let's get into it. What's up? It's FPL Vert, where arrows go green, and for the third week in a row, they did go green. Yeah. Brought in Trent and Isak in for a -4, and of course Trent returned an assist and then conceded 3 goals, but Isak scored a hat-trick which paid off the hit very well. So we had a full house of returns in defence. Fabianski got some saves, started Rodgers over Enzo, and Salah does what Salah does, and he went off for 21 points as captain. So he scored 99 points in the game week, but of course it was a -4, so it was 95 in total, which we will take, taking us to the top 124k. But of course, the major news, the sad news, it happened in front of my eyes at Selhurst Park as well. SAKA got a hamstring injury. And so now the big talking point is, what do we do with the money and what the replacement will be? And I can confirm who my replacement will be already. So into my transfer plans for Game Week 18, and unless you've been living under a rock, SAKA has suffered a hamstring injury, which comes as a massive blow to the Arsenal fan base and also to FPL managers' plans as well, because of course at the time of the injury occurring, he was the third most highly owned midfielder in the game. So, and he is also a premium. So there's going to be a lot of activity in the market. Some people are going to be going all the way down to budget options. Some people are going to be going sideways. I personally whittled it down to 2, well, technically 3. Of course, could have gone sideways to Martin Odegaard, who's quite similar in price at 8 million, 8.5 million. Bruno Fernandes, who's around the same price, and then Phil Foden. I think with Odegaard, yes, Ipswich at home is nice, but the fixtures after that aren't too good anyway. And he doesn't really get goal contributions directly. He's more of a second phase player. Then there's Bruno Fernandes, who of course is the safer pick. He gets all the minutes. He's going to play every game. But I don't particularly like the positions he's taking up. Sometimes he plays as a 10, sometimes he plays in the pivot. And personally, I just don't really rate Manchester United. I mean, obviously they just suffered a 3-0 home defeat to Bournemouth. They're going away to Wolves. Then they're going to play Newcastle, who've got form. And then they're going away to Liverpool. So I think, given everything to get put together, I think I'm going to go with Phil Foden, and I can confirm that's already happened. Of course, he got his first goal of the season on Saturday, which is not good, but sometimes that's all you really need, just to get, that finishing touch. He can get back to what the form that he displayed last year, which was, of course, the Player of the Year. And of course, I think between there's 5 fixtures that you can see: Everton at home, Leicester away, West Ham at home, Brentford away, who just lost at home to Nottingham Forest, despite getting an upgrade on the FDR, and then away to Ipswich. I think there's points there. I think there's goals, and I think it's the most exciting pick for my opinion. So I can confirm I'm going for Foden. And this morning technically, Gvardiol dropped in price, which means in Game Week 19 I can do Digne to Gvardiol to really lock onto these City fixtures as well. Into the team selection, and Alisson returns to my lineup, having benched him for his 1-pointer at Tottenham, and he welcomes promoted Leicester City to Anfield on Boxing Day. Leicester have failed to score in 2 of their last 3 away league games, and they have just 1 goal in that spell. They're also coming off the back of a 3-0 home defeat to fellow relegation rivals Wolves, so probably not the best fixture for them at the moment. Trent Alexander-Arnold put in a wonderful cross to assist Luis Diaz for the opener at Tottenham, and he will look to continue this form as Liverpool look to build on their 4-point lead at the summit of the Premier League, with a game in hand. Some may recall his last Boxing Day performance against Leicester, which was in 2020. This is when he was supplied 3 assists, scored, and also kept a clean sheet. So with the 3 bonus, it was 24 points. And I had actually unfortunately sold him prior to that game week, and I missed out on this. So I'm hoping to enjoy his points this time round. Gabriel welcomes Ipswich Town to Emirates Stadium, with the Tractor Boys winning 2 of their last 3 away games. However, Arsenal increased their unbeaten run to 10 matches across all competitions, having beaten Crystal Palace for the second time in a week on Saturday. And following Newcastle's 4-0 thrashing at Portman Road, Ipswich found themselves 19th in the league. With captain Sam Morsy also suspended, this should be a routine win for the Gunners, who are trying to keep pace with league leaders Liverpool. Arsenal kept 3 consecutive home clean sheets in each of their last 3 league games. Lewis Hall has returned 22 points in his last 2 outings for Newcastle, and he hosted an Aston Villa side with 4 consecutive league losses in away games. In fact, they've lost 5 of the last 6 away matches across all competitions. And Newcastle are unbeaten in their last 17 home matches with the Villains. No defender has more than Lewis Hall's 11 key passes across the last 6 game weeks. Running out of words to describe Mohamed Salah this season, his consistency has been a sight to behold. He's now averaging 11.1 points per match. Liverpool scored at least 2 goals in each of the last 9 league matches, and Leicester have conceded at least 2 goals in 6 of their last 7 league matches. So, a very easy captain this week. Cole Palmer now has back-to-back blanks, but ranks first for expected goal involvement in the last 5. Chelsea have 14 goals in their last 5, which is league leading, but Chelsea have seen 2 or less goals in each of the last 10 home matches with Fulham in all competitions, so he'll be wearing the vice. Enzo Fernandez's run of returns in 6 consecutive game weeks came to an end at Goodison Park, and faces a Fulham side that are unbeaten in the last 4 away league matches. So the decision is actually once again between Morgan Rogers and Enzo Fernandez. So be sure to check my Twitter and Instagram as I post my locked team 15 minutes before the deadline. I may swap, I'm not too sure at the moment. Phil Foden gets his first call up to my lineup as Man City try to return to form. And Everton, despite keeping a clean sheet in 5 of the last 6 league games, may be the tonic that Man City need in this current moment, as Man City have won 13 of the last 14 between the two sides, and they've scored at least 2 goals in 12 of their last 14 meetings across all competitions. Foden scored his first goal of the season in the Premier League on Saturday, and he will look to kick on from here. Brighton are actually winless in 5 league matches now, and they've scored just 6 goals in that time, with only Everton, Ipswich and Southampton scoring less. But Brentford have conceded at least 2 goals in 9 of their last 11 league matches, so definitely a favourable defence to be facing right now. Nicholas Jackson missed 2 big chances against Everton on Sunday, and he'll look to put things right in the West London derby, if he starts, as of course the last midweek fixture he was rested. And Alexander Isak rounds off the team in imperious form, having scored in 4 successive league matches, with his hat-trick against Ipswich his 3rd double-digit return in the last 4. Newcastle scored at least 3 goals in the last 4 league matches against Aston Villa, so we're expecting some big points here. So that's how we're lining up for the Boxing Day and the 27th as well. Of course, if you don't leave a comment, Merry Christmas, and I'll hope to speak with you soon. But if you do have questions before then, make sure you drop any questions you have either in the comments, on Instagram post, on Twitter, and I should be sure to reply. Thank you. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.